Hey guys, I'm back. How are you all doing? Guys, thank you for being here. Like I promised, right? I asked on Instagram if you wanted me to talk about the cosmetic procedure I had, right? Last week. It was actually a total rejuvenation of my genitals. I know that's still a taboo, right? We're in 2024 and talking about our bodies most of the time isn't well accepted by most people. Since I've never cared what people think about me, because I'm a woman, I'm 42 years old, I'm a mother, and I want to help other people who are out there on the other side, who are watching me, right? And maybe have the courage to do something for themselves. So just like that, right, guys? I decided to have the surgery because I'm 42 years old, like I said, and we're, getting older, and I'm not a hypocrite. I see my body changing and I decide to do something about it. I look for ways to improve some aspect of myself, physically, mentally. If I come across something I don't like, I want to improve it. I'm not a hypocrite who just sits there with something that bothers me and I'm like, oh no, looking for excuses because of this, because of that. No. Guys, we have to be honest with ourselves, really, and I've always been very honest with myself, and I think that is why I decided to have the surgery. I looked and said, guys, things are getting a little strange. It's getting a little messy here. I wasn't feeling very comfortable. So, of course, I decided to do it at the right time, right? I had been thinking about it for some time. But of course, it's a surgery that costs quite a bit, right? If you want total rejuvenation of your genitals, it's going to cost some money. But like this, thank God I can manifest everything I want in my life, and I got the financial means to do the surgery, and it was a very easy process. I started researching. Every time I want to have some surgery, I travel to Turkey because it really is paradise for cosmetic surgery mainly. And it costs much, much less than here in England. The prices of cosmetic surgery here in England are very, very, very high. And we don't have the best plastic surgeons here, honestly, truth be told. And so the first thing I do is I look for a renowned plastic surgeon in Turkey, and I found Dr. Mehmet on Instagram. First I put it on Google and there's a list of the best doctors, and then I went to look for it on Instagram and I got in touch with him, with his team, and he sent me the photos and I said, guys, my God, I found it. I found the perfect doctor. It's wonderful, wonderful, really. That's it. Pongo for Guys, my dog is going crazy chasing a fly around here. She hates getting worked up when she sees it. Pongo, stop. Sorry guys, I'm not going to stop the video and start all over just because of her, right? So eventually I got in touch with him and his assistants, right? From the clinic, and I said, and at the time I got in touch, I was waiting for my visa, which was in December. No, it was much earlier. I think it was in August of last year. But since I had to apply for my visa, I couldn't travel without my visa, you understand? And then I had to wait a very long time, really, because of my visa, right? And then my visa finally arrived and so on. And that was the first thing I did. Got in touch with them again. And man, I scheduled my surgery right then. I scheduled my surgery in the same week, bought the plane tickets, and that was it. We had a vacancy on that day. I was like, wow, how lucky am I? I flew, got there on Wednesday night, and the very next day was my surgery. It's a surgery that can be done in the office, no hospital stay needed. As I mentioned, I had a total rejuvenation of my genitals. I am truly very happy with the result. Very happy indeed. Post-surgery, during recovery, it can be a bit uncomfortable, but there are meds provided, painkillers, stomach antibiotics to protect your stomach, because antibiotics can be pretty strong and antibiotics and pain meds are pretty strong and can affect the stomach. So you're given these as well, and all that's included. He provided me the medication. He provided me with medication for everything, absolutely everything. The antiseptic as well, which you have to use every time you go to the bathroom to pee, and number two, we have to be there cleaning properly, applying the antiseptic, right? So that there's no risk of contamination, you know, become inflamed, become infected. And I'm following everything he's been through, right? He gives us a list, a piece of paper, paperwork with everything we have to do. His assistant also explains how to do it. I had the surgery on Thursday. Then, when the next day came, I went to the office again for him to take a look and see if everything is okay. And then it was okay. It was a little painful, wasn't it? Because he has to put something inside to see if everything is okay. But like, I overall am very, very happy with the result. And so, like I said in the video on my Instagram, because I don't know why I waited so long. And even I'm scared. My goodness, when I go to have sex again, I'm going to be very scared. And he said it like that, right? He said, look, I have to wait at least 6 weeks to have sex again. And you need a lot of lube. Buy a really big tube of lube, because you're going to need it, my girl, because things are tight. My goodness, my dog is going nuts over this fly. She won't stop until she catches that fly and kills it. But anyway, so the cost of the surgery, right? Because a lot of people want to know the cost. The cost varies, right? It depends on what you want. Because he'll be there discussing the possible surgeries. What's it that you're looking to improve, right? If it's the appearance, if it's inside the vagina, what you need, what's not what you're liking, right? And then it goes off what you want. I took the whole package because I didn't want to have to go back again, right? I didn't want to have to go back there again. I had to go back and do it again. So I did everything at once, and I'm very, very happy with the result. The recovery, like, what else can I talk about? I can't swim, I can't exercise for that period of time, 6 weeks, to avoid risking the internal stitches bursting, especially inside the vagina. And what else? The cost, folks. I can't give costs because it varies a lot, right? From person to person. But I paid between £4,000 and £6,000, okay? Like that, it was worth every penny. The doctor is really great. He's a specialist. And I think it's very important for us when we have surgery to look for a specialist in the field. My doctor is a gynecologist, plastic surgeon, and from the photos, I really saw that the guy was truly the best in his field. On his Instagram, he has more than 1 million followers. So these are the little things we pay attention to when we look for a doctor. Not just because of Instagram, nothing more. It's when I saw the photos before and after of some of his patients who authorized the photos to be used by him to show people who are interested in having surgery. So when I saw the photos, I said, it's him, and I was really satisfied with mine. I think it's so important for us to take care of ourselves. It's so important to do what's best for us to take care of our own body. I even recommend those people who have a certain insecurity about themselves. Sex is so important in our lives, and I think it's a big part of relationship problems that are tied to sexual intercourse. If you have a partner and the sex isn't good for some reason, it's going to affect your relationship, you know? I don't have a relationship, I'm single, but I did it to feel good about myself, because the moment I have a partner, a boyfriend or something like that, or someone I simply have a relationship with, guys, look, there's nothing better than feeling free with your body. I think that's the wonderful thing about surgery, that you can do something to change something that you don't like, that makes you feel insecure about your body. Of course, it has to be something. It's not just any little problem. That's our body that allows us to go to the gym and improve our appearance. But there are some things that, unfortunately, only surgery can change, right? And so I'm just sharing my experience with you. I'll come back for an update later on, because I know a lot of people will be curious, you know. How did it go? Did it hurt during sex? I don't know what, right? I'm sure of that. This is also very new to me. And I'm going to try to clear up all the doubts from the people who are there who want to have surgery like this. But like this, there are a lot of doubts and not many people talk about it openly. And I don't see any problem. And that's it, guys, and that's it. My dog is driving me crazy chasing after this fly. But anyway, that's it, folks, just for today. Leave the questions you have in the question box, right? Please, in the comments. Give a like if you like today's content, and that's it. Stay with God. Kiss my beautiful people.